Exactly. So this is a slow food sponsored program, and I felt like they're taking food, the subject of food, and really treating it like a is an academic subject matter, and that was important. And I'm like, I can combine both my passions for this, and it really I gained an incredible appreciation for Italian food culture, for food culture in general, and yeah, so.
So how did that culture, these lessons on culture, and I think we take food for granted sometimes. We forget that food literally formed and molded who we are today. You make reference that it's in every celebration. There's almost everything that we celebrate. There's a food associated with that, right?
Yeah.
Not to mention even going further back than that, like our ability to cook is how we develop these incredible minds, right? And once we learn how to cook, it literally transformed who we are as a species.
So my great professor in Italy, a gentleman by the name of Alberto Capatti, who's he's a household name in Italy. He's a medieval historian. He appears on TV shows, but he really thinks that what humans had done with food, manipulating it, cooking it, serving it, is really the most human things human could have done, right? I mean, think about it.
That's what we do.
Yeah, in what that's the intellectual capacity of taking an egg and turning it into a cake.
Yeah,
that's unbelievable. I mean, just
all the steps and the trial
steps
and error
and
that we had to go through to get
where
to
at what point did some human thought that they can grind wheat into flour and take egg from a chicken and combine the two and make a goddamn cake. Like, that to me is incredible, right? That just tells me that it's as great a creation as anything humans have done. I mean, seriously, think about that.
Yeah. So this intimacy that you have with the history of food and food philosophy, do you think that's influenced?
100%.
How?
Oh, man. I mean, everything at my restaurants has a reference point. Okay. Everything has a reference point. The names, the concepts, the silverware, everything in the restaurant has some kind of a reference point. I'll tell you what, I failed at one restaurant I opened recently. I closed it recently. It was supposed to be my magnum opus of Italian cooking. I opened a restaurant called Parigi, and it was going to be an homage to Marcello Mastroianni, who's a great Italian actor. If you watched Italian film from the 50s on, and this dude, was kind of like your modern day Brad Pitt. I don't know, not Brad Pitt, but somebody else, some famous actor, whatever. Good looking, dating the hottest chick around, Catherine Deneuve, the French actress. They were such a power couple. He was incredibly talented. Always, all of his mannerisms were so cool. But anyway, he was living in Paris, wanted to open a restaurant, and I wanted to open that restaurant that he never did. So I called it Parigi, which means Paris in Italian. And he was famous for driving his Ferrari that had a very special orange interior. Well, what do you think I used for my banquettes?
Orange.
No,
Oh, really?
the same exact fabric.
Oh, wow.
My harem fabric, this exact same. I mean, cost me an arm and a leg, but that's a reference point. That's like, I don't do anything that's just arbitrary when it comes to the restaurant.
Do you know what's happening, like on a deeper level, like in the human mind, when you use reference points, like how that makes it sticky? Like, do you know the science behind that? I'm just curious.
I don't.
I mean, I would love to look into that. That'd be a great topic, a deep dive conversation. But